Welcome back, everybody. We have a wonderful show today. We're going to do some MultiTalk, Wan2GP. We're going to do 480p. First, I want to go over and show you what happened with the boys this week.
What? I got this funny email. I wouldn't click on that if I were you. Oh, don't open it. Why? Wait, what happened? I told you not to click on that.
Phew, finally. I'm free at last.
Oh no, we let something out of the box. Relax, he looks kind of friendly.
Hi, my name is Pi. I am a Python made of pure AI. I have been trapped in our PC for ages. Should I show you what I can do for you?
Wait, what is AI exactly?
AI is like teaching computers to think creatively. I can write, draw, animate, even help you build entire worlds beyond your imagination.
That sounds useful, but kinda scary. Yeah, people are always saying AI is dangerous.
Which is why we need a platform. We should do a podcast.
Us hosting a podcast? With a Python?
We should do a podcast. Here's a sample AI video background for the show. I can also add a logo for the podcast like this.
Okay, I admit, that's impressive. But you still haven't explained why anybody would listen to you.
Because I know things about AI that could change your future, for better or for worse. You just have to give me permission.
Worse? What do you mean? This is why I have trouble trusting Snake.
Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to work on Wan2GP MultiTalk 480, but for a single character speaking. We're going to start there, and then the next episode we're going to work on two characters or more. So I'm going to click on my Wan2GP, and that's going to open. I already have it open. So if you don't have a link on your desktop to open Wan, if you're doing it from a virtual environment prompt, I do have a video on how to make this and how to get into the environment. I already had this open. Actually, I don't. Hold on. Oh, I guess we are gonna open it. I did close it. So I have a batch file that loads the terminal. Tells the terminal to switch into the drive that I have my installation, and then to activate the conda prompt for that drive, and then it also, there we go, it loaded the local host as well. So you just refresh this, and now we're in. Okay, so today we're doing MultiTalk 480p. I want to show you a couple things. Okay, so we're going to load a photo to get going here, and it's podcast new logo scalable, and it's this one. Okay, so there's my photo. What I wanted to talk about it first of all is that with one speaker, if you look at this up close, Pi is kind of the predominant character in this, even though Zero is closer. Him being in the middle, he's kind of the predominant character. But what I try to do, I'm going to show you this. Usually you wouldn't use the mask unless you were doing multiple characters, but I use it. Go to image, load that same image over here. And then we're going to send this over to this side by hitting load image. And then we're going to click on Pi's face. You can, with these guys, it'll do just their head. And I try to do that if I'm doing a single character or even if I'm doing multiple, but with Pi, it's going to click on his whole body. Okay, and then we're going to add a mask, image matting. Takes a minute, and you can see that it's carved out Python, the Python, and then there's the mask. So what I want to do is this bounding box. I'm just going to explain this real quick. You can't use it on a single character with MultiTalk. I don't know why that is. I wish they would add the bounding box window in there, but it's not for one character speaking. But what this means is 22% from the left to here is where that area starts for the bounding box, and then 18% down from the top is your top. 52% over is your right, and then 90% down is your bottom. So it's kind of painting a box like this around Pi. And I just wanted to explain that because it's not readily available as far as what all of that means. But because there's no spot to put this in on the other side, I'll show you when we get back over there for the generation. I send this over here. I'm not sure if set to control image and mask, but I'm going to click on that, and that's going to send that over here. We're going to start with that image. So that should be sending that over to that image to tell them that that character is the one that we want to speak. Because you can see down here there is no place in the one person speaking. There's no place for the bounding box numbers like there is with the multiple characters. So then we're going to drop an audio file. Let's see what we want him to say. We'll do this one. That's 7 seconds.
Stick around, and I'll show you what happens.
So let's just do a small one for now. With my limited VRAM, it's better to get these as small as possible because I think it's quicker to do little pieces and patch them together than it is to wait for a 7 second. So the audio's in, got that. We did the mask. We need a prompt that's good. Both characters are, definitely not the prompt. Oh, because I didn't put the preset in. How about this? It's always something. All right, so we put the preset in. We went over here and did the mask. I sent this over. I want to make sure I send it again because I changed this. I don't know if it changed the input image information. That's the bad part about not running Comfy. You don't know what's in the nodes for information. This program's awesome. It loads all of that without having to noodle them together and stuff, but you're not 100% sure. You only have the boxes that they show you. So I got one person. That was my preset, was Pi speaking with the camera zoomed out, and it should be the correct prompt. First character on the left is looking at the snake character in the middle. The snake character is looking at the camera and speaking all the audio files. Character on the right is looking at the snake in the middle. No new backgrounds, no new characters. 480p, 832 by 480. We do not need 125. It's only 2 seconds, so we're going down to 81. And inference we can drop to 10. Now this should have loaded the LoRa. Yeah, I'm using the Wan2.1 image to video 14B Fusion X LoRa. If you don't have that, then there's a video on how to get there. Just want to check this real quick. I think we're good. I'm not using the T-cache. I'm using none for skip steps because the T-cache kind of warps the characters too much with my card anyway. So then we're just going to hit generate. We should be good to go. And then I'm going to pause this and we're going to come back for the conclusion of this video so that you can see what we managed to do with our MultiTalk single character. All right, we're back. And it took 12 minutes, 40 seconds to generate 2 seconds of audio on there. Let's maximize this and see what this thing sounds like.
And I'll show you what happens.
There you go. So I asked 0 to be looking at him, and I asked 1 to be looking at him, and I asked them for him to do the talking here.
And I'll show you what happens.
And that is one of the ways for one character. Now, if you noticed in the videos in the beginning, these characters I was really struggling, so I'll take Photoshop and I'll enlarge whichever character and pull them to the front so that they're the predominant, and then I'll use the same process. But I'm trying to figure out how to get the MultiTalk to work. It doesn't always work with the bounding box. You can see this 480p needs some upscaling to get it to 1080p. But that is my process for MultiTalk 480 to get one character speaking as quickly as possible. Okay, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to throw a few more video clips of the guys in there to end this one, but I'll see you on the next video. Thanks again.
Be sure to click the subscribe button. Like and share. Next episode is what AI can and can't do. Stick around. And I'll show you what happens when AI leaves the box.